At this time, let us welcome the candidates for graduation for the first semester, academic year 2022-2023, together with their proud parents. The batch is composed of different courses, namely, candidates for the degree and certificate, Master in Management. Public Management and Certificate in Professional Education.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the undergraduate program, the candidates for graduation for Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, major in Crop Science.
Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering.
Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, major in Construction Engineering and Management.
Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering.
Bachelor of Science in Forestry.
Bachelor in Industrial Technology, major in Automotive Engineering Technology.
Bachelor in Industrial Technology, major in Electrical Technology.
Bachelor in Industrial Technology, major in Electrical Engineering Technology.
Diploma in Forest Technology.
Associate in Computer Technology.
Associate in Electrical Engineering Technician Course.
At this time, let us also welcome the ASCOT faculty and administrative staff. The academic deans. And the vice presidents of the college. Our guest of honor and distinguished speaker, Honorable Reagan Rivera Libed, and our college president, Dr. Retikio L. Rotacio Jr.
Remain standing and please keep silent for our opening prayers for our invocation.
You are king over the flood.
Please remain standing for the entrance of colors and the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Thank you so much, Ascot NSTP ROTC. You may now take your seats. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very special day for all of us as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates. Allow us to introduce first ourselves. My name is Diana Rose Bida Mesa, Amazona, Information Officer 3 of the college.
And my name is Patrick Sotero, Information Officer 2 of the college, and we will serve as your hosts for this year's Aurora State College of Technology's 35th commencement exercises and for the first semester academic year 2022-2023.
That's right, Sir Patrick. This year's theme, Ascot Graduates, Illuminating the Path of Perplexity, Navigating Global Challenges, and Traversing the Road to Success. The theme celebrates the accomplishments of the graduates while acknowledging these they may face in the future and encourages them to persevere in their journey towards success. We will now proceed with the presentation of the candidates for graduation. Let's welcome the deans of each schools. For the School of Graduate Studies, Dean J. Amon, PhD.
For the School of Agriculture and Aquatic Sciences, with their Dean Mark Joseph R. Rafael.
School of Forestry and Environmental Sciences, Dean Forester Mary Jane F. Aragon.
Engineer Amarlo A. Bananya, Dean, School of Engineering.
And the Dean, Mark Anthony M. Doctora of the School of Industrial Technology.
Dr. Eutikio L. Rutacio, College President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Aurora State College of Technology for first semester, school year 2022 to 2023, for the following degrees. 5 candidates for Master in Management, major in Public Management, non-thesis. And 1 candidate for Certificate in Professional Education. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the college and the Commission on Higher Education, and therefore, they are eligible for graduation with their corresponding degrees and titles.
Dr. Eutikio L. Rotaquio Jr., College President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Aurora State College of Technology for first semester, school year 2022-2023, for the degree. Two candidates for Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, major in crop science, please rise. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements as prescribed by the College and the Commission on Higher Education, and therefore, they are eligible for graduation with their corresponding degrees and titles.
Dr. Eutikio L. Rotaquio Jr., President, on behalf of School of Engineering, may I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Aurora State College of Technology for school year 2022-2023 for the following degrees. Two candidates for Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, please rise. One candidate for Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, major in Construction Engineering and Management, and 5 candidates for Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education, and therefore they are eligible for graduation with their corresponding degrees and titles.
Dr. Eutikio L. Rotaquio Jr., College President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Aurora State College of Technology for first semester, school year 2022 to 2023 for the degree. 3 candidates for Bachelor of Science in Forestry, please rise. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements as prescribed by the College and Commission on Higher Education, and therefore, they are eligible for graduation with their corresponding degrees and titles.
Dr. Eutikio L. Rotaquio Jr., College President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Aurora State College of Technology for first semester, school year 2022-2023 for the following degrees. 10 candidates for Bachelor Industrial Technology, 4 candidates for major in Automotive Engineering Technology, please rise. 1 candidate for major in Electrical Technology, and 5 candidates for major in Electrical Engineering Technology. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements as prescribed by the College and the Commission on Higher Education, and therefore, they are eligible for graduation with their corresponding degrees and titles.
Dr. Eutikio L. Rotaquio Jr., College President, I have the honor to present to you a candidate for graduation of Aurora State College of Technology for first semester, school year 2022 to 2023 for the degree, 1 candidate for diploma in forest technology. Please rise. He has satisfactorily completed all the requirements as prescribed by the College and the Commission on Higher Education, and therefore, he is eligible for graduation with his corresponding degree and title.
Dr. Eutikio L. Rotaquio Jr., College President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Aurora State College of Technology for first semester, school year 2022-2023 for the degree, 8 candidates for Associate in Computer Technology. Please rise. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements as prescribed by the College and the Commission on Higher Education, and therefore, they are eligible for graduation with their corresponding degrees and titles.
Dr. Eutychio L. Rotaque Jr., College President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Aurora State College of Technology for first semester, school year 2022-2023 for the following degrees. 5 candidates for Associate in Electrical Engineering Technician course. Please rise. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements as prescribed by the college and the Commission on Higher Education, and therefore they are eligible for graduation with their corresponding degrees and titles.
Please welcome our college president, Dr. Eutychio L. Rotaque, for the conferment of degrees. This is a significant moment as it marks the official recognition of the graduates' hard work and academic achievements. The graduates will be asked to affirm that they have met all requirements for their respective degrees, and the president will officially confer the degrees, entitling the graduates to all the rights, privileges, and honors that come with their degrees. Let's also watch as the graduates move their tassels from one side of their cap to the other, signifying the official conferral of their degrees. Once again, our college president, Dr. Eutychio L. Rotaque Jr.
By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the Commission on Higher Education and ASCOT Board of Trustees, as per Resolution number 44 Series of 2023, and with the presentations of school deans and the Vice President for Academic Affairs, that these 43 candidates for graduation have satisfactorily completed the higher education curriculum prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education. I hereby confirm their graduation, and therefore they are entitled to receive certificates and diplomas and to enjoy whatever benefits pertaining thereto. Mabuhay and congratulations po sa lahat.
Thank you very much, President Rotaque. And then once again, I have a round of applause to our graduating students. Okay, so to tell us more about our guest of honor and commencement speaker for today, please welcome the Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. R.B.J. Galieg.
To our dear President, you may sit now, please. To our dear President, Dr. Eutychio L. Rotaque Jr., good afternoon. To the members of the Board of Trustees who are here, good afternoon to each and everyone. To all the Vice Presidents, Academic Deans, Directors, Unit Heads, Faculty and Staff, good afternoon. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, guest of honor and commencement speaker for this afternoon. It runs this way. Baler roots that run deep within him, and he is grateful to his mother Lydia and the Rivera Lopez clan. Although he did not grow up in this beautiful town, the heart of a Batang Baler beats strong within him, with memories of childhood vacations spent at Barangay Dos. For store assistant of a popular convenience store in Cavite, to pursuing higher education, his journey has been quite the ride, and he thanks his relative who invited him to pursue his education in ASCOT. Meaning, our guest of honor and speaker for this afternoon, ay Tatak ASCOT. Taking on life one step at a time, his journey began in ASCOT in 1999, where he found his passion for mechanical technology. As an active member of the various organizations and having held multiple leadership roles He is a believer in hard work, tenacity, and strive to better himself each day. He is a born leader who takes on challenges with a fiery passion. His journey at Ascot has been nothing short of extraordinary. From being the trailblazer as the first president of the Bachelor of Industrial Technology organization to playing an active role in the college electoral board. He had always been driven to make a difference. He was a recipient of the CHED Congressional Scholarship and a student assistant, and was all about making every opportunity count. As an Ascot student from 1999 to 2003, he learned a lot not only as a student, but also about the way of life in Baler. Back then, few people owned motorcycles, so one either walk or hitch a ride to the bayan of Baler. He used this opportunity to exchange knowledge with classmates and schoolmates, with him assisting them with some of their schoolwork and them assisting him with all aspects of survival. Transforming challenges into opportunities, he aced his on-the-job training in Manila and grabbed a part-time job at a thriving convenience store while on the way for the graduation. So living the dream life as a computer-aided designer, graduated like a boss, and resumed work like it was just another day. Since his first career in the CAD industry, he was able to impress a variety of nationalities, including being named CAD Designer of the Year in the Japanese company back in 2004. He moved to another company where he led and was responsible for the first mass production of Westbrook plant, focusing on producing large-sized pipes ranging from 24 inches to 36, including the mold design, CNC, CAD/CAM programming of the plate to be cut, hydro testing, and technical drawings. As he saw himself improving and looking forward to more exposure from manufacturing, he jumped into the mining industry from a 30-minute commute to work. He moved to Manila, and despite the 3-hour back and forth travel time, it worked out well for him because he led the number of 3D model designs produced in almost 2 years. In 1 year and 8 months, he progressed from the lead mechanical designer to drawing checker, to shift leader, scheduler, and drawing checker. Following the advice of his former American mentor, who used to work for NASA, he jumped ship after 5 years and is now one of the company's pillars, providing technical and leadership support to the Manila team. Currently, he is one of the project leads in the Lycopodium Manila, which has various branches all over the world and serve as the primary support for the Australian headquarters. Lycopodium employed him as a mid-draftsperson back in 2011. During his first 3 years on the job, he was asked to lead 3 as-built projects. He was promoted to mechanical designer, then senior mechanical designer, and was in charge of all areas, primarily on the conveyor area. As area lead and project lead, he has already managed 7 projects since then. During the 4th quarter of 2018, he was dispatched to site in Africa to assist the construction team in managing and monitoring materials for the construction. As he wanted to constantly improve, he pursued a Master of Technology at TUP Manila from 2010 to 2012. But due to his busy schedule, he was unable to complete his studies. However, in order to put what he has learned into use, he did some volunteer work for the Bachelor of Industrial Technology students in Ascot, conducting seminars about total quality management, and CAD management back then. He was able to assist a few students in locating a place where they could complete their on-the-job training and even advise them on what to do next in their life after graduation. Although his job is to lead the team, one of the legacies he wanted to leave to its team member he has worked with was to ensure that they will learn a lot from him and that they can proudly say that they learned from him and that he was part of their growth. Currently, he is still employed at Lycopodium as a lead mechanical designer project lead. And he states, quote unquote, "Designing is not just a job for me. It's my passion. I bring ideas to reality while leading projects and bagging the title of Employee of the Year." Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, one of the Ascot's pride, let's all rise and welcome Mr. Regan Rivera Libed.
Thank you for a warm introduction, sir. Thank you for inviting me to speak at the ASCOT 35th commencement exercise. Pasensya na po, first time ko na magsalita sa isang graduation. Nagpapasalamat ako na na-invite ako. Nagpapasalamat ako sa lahat ng sumusuporta. Kahit na wala na ako sa school, lagi pa rin akong na-invite sa mga projects na related sa ASCOT. First and foremost, congratulations to everyone, to the graduates. You should be really pleased of yourselves achieving this goal. Nicely done. I'm sure you are all eager to grab your diplomas and dash out in the world. Congratulations to the families of those graduating and gaining credentials. And please know that your support throughout this journey was invaluable. I'm sure you're happy of your grads as they finish this chapter of their lives and begin their new careers. And I encourage the graduates to respect their families' sacrifices. Yung pinaghirapan ng mga magulang ninyo, pinaghirapan ninyo para makagraduate. Gamitin po sana natin para sa ikabubuti ninyo. Na-introduce na po ako, brief background lang. Opo, lumaki ako sa Cavite, pero ang lahi po namin dito ay Rivera Lopez clan. During ng summer ng 99, yung pinsan ko, si Kuya Bong, naalok ako na kung gusto ko daw ba mag-aral sa ASCOT. Nung 1996 ako graduate ng high school, most of the time, nagwo-working student ako, pero dahil alam ko na hindi ko nakakayaning mag-aral habang nagtatrabaho, napagdesisyonan ko na magtrabaho na lang. Ang sabi ko noon, mukhang hindi ko na yata kayang mag-aral talaga. Magtatrabaho na lang ako, gagalingan ko na lang sa trabaho. Iniisip ko noon na pag nakatapos na lang, pag na-regular na lang ako sa trabaho or pag maganda na yung posisyon ko sa trabaho, saka na lang ako mag-aaral. Hindi ko inaakala na makakapag-aral ako sa ASCOT at hindi ko rin inaakala na makakagraduate ako. Nung unang taon ko sa ASCOT, mahirap yung adjustment kasi wala rito yung family ko, pero nandito yung mga relatives ko. Maraming bagay na hindi ako sanay, kagaya ng pamumuhay na wala dun sa kinalakihan ko sa Cavite. Ang ginawa ko nun hinalihan ko lahat ng organization. Naging active ako sa lahat ng mga bagay. Hindi ko sinayang yung mga pagkakataon na meron akong oras para mag-grow. Naging student assistant ako. Si Ate B, kilala ko, tagalinis ng room noon as student assistant. Naging college electoral board officers ako. Pinound namin ang organization of BIT students through the help of Sir Tony and Sir Gerardo Lilion. First president po ako ng organization of BIT students. Tapos, yun, sumali din ako sa lahat ng mga activities na sa palagay ko makakatulong sa akin. Bilang estudyante, hindi lang sa pag-aaral ako natuto. Dahil alam ko na mahirap din yung gastusin bilang estudyante, nahiya pa ako manghingi ng pera palagi nung kay Kuya Bong. Kasi alam ko na siya din yung sumasagot sa ibang expenses ko. Humanap ako ng ibang paraan para kumita. Sa iba-ibang mga bagay, kagaya ng minsan tumutulong ako kung kani-kanino para magkapera. Ang halagang 20 pesos at 50 pesos noon, napakahalaga sa akin. Minsan nasubukan ko pang maglakad or madalas mula Ascot hanggang Palengke. Kung wala kang masasakyan or wala kang masasabayan, sumasakay sa truck na nakatayo ka. Hindi ako sanay nun kasi galing ako ng Cavite. So, nasubukan ko yun. Malaki rin yung pagpapasalamat ko sa mga taga-Dicadi area, sa mga taga-Dinalungan, Kasiguran, Dilasag na mga naging kaklase ko. Natulungan nila ako kung paano mamuhay ng simple, na magtiis kung ano yung meron sa inyo. Ang ginagawa ko nun is tinutulungan ko sila dun sa ibang mga subject. Tinutulungan naman nila ako na minsan kung ano yung makikikain ako sa kanila dun, makikitulog ako dun kapag katanghali habang naghihintay ng klase. Nakapag-develop ako ng hindi lang kaibigan, kung hindi parang pamilya nung time ko na to. Ako po ay nakikita lang nung kay Kuya Bong, nakikisabay sa kanya sa pagpasok. So, madalas sa kanila nanggagaling yung aking suporta. Sa tulong ng aking mga pinsan, sila Ate Nene, Kuya Alan, saka yung sila Inay Nita, na isurvive ko yung pag-aaral ko sa Ascot. Mostly, nasa Barangay Dos ako nung mga first 2 years ko. Tapos nung lumipat si Kuya Bong sa Pingit, kasabay niya ako, kasama niya ako. So, kung iisipin, nahubog ako sa kung paano or kung ano yung kung paano ko naging kasama si Kuya Bong. Sa lahat ng bagay, marami akong natutunan sa pagiging stricto sa mga bagay-bagay. Yun yung malaking part na naitulong sa akin. Hanggang sa dumating ako dun sa part na natutunan ko din na hindi ako naging mareklamo. Kung tutuusin, kung sa panahon ngayon, lahat ng mga, hindi naman karamihan sa mga bata, kapag hindi nabibigay yung gusto nila, kung hindi sila makakasama sa ganito, nagtatampo sila. Pero nung panahon ko, kung walang maibigay sa akin, kung wala or kung ano lang yung meron sa akin, kontento na ako. Hindi ako nagreklamo kahit na gusto kong magsabi sa magulang ko na matulungan ako. Alam kong wala din sila. Ginamit ko lang yun as inspirasyon para magsikap pa sa pag-aaral, para pagdating ng panahon makatulong din ako. Sa buong 4 na taon ko sa Baler, habang nag-aaral, marami akong mga nakasalumuha at mga nakilala. Kasama na ang grupo ng mga Bachelor of Industrial Technology students. Ang mga kapatid ko sa Triskelion, ang mga nakakalaro ko at nakakasama sa pagtambay sa Barangay Dos. Ang mga kaklase ko, kasama kong naliligo sa Dicaleongan, sa Digisit. Natandaan ko pa yung mga panahon na yon. May mga bagay din ako na hindi na makakalimutan, kagaya ng Kung paakit kayo dito sa may engineering, ang grupong BIT yung nagtanim ng mahogany trees na yon. Habang nakikita ko yung mahogany trees na yon, na kapag napunta ako rito at nauwi ako at nagbabakasyon, naaalala ko na kung gaano ka tumataas yung mahogany trees na yon, ganun lumalawak yung Ascot, ganun siya lumalaki. Hindi ko inaakala din na magiging speaker ako ngayon. Hindi ko inaakala na malapit na po palang maging university ang Ascot. Isang malaking parte, isang pagpapasalamat na maging parte at maging graduates ng Ascot. Isa sa malaki ang pinagpapasalamat ko, naging impact ko din sa paglago ko bilang estudyante sa Ascot ay si Sir Tony, si Sir Antonio Bolivar. Siya yung naghubog sa akin kung paano ako magkaroon ng leadership skills. Ilang beses niya ako na ini-invite sa mga activities ng mga BITs, pagkakandak ng seminar, pagkakandak ng pagtuturo sa mga bata, ano ba yung kailangan nilang gawin kapag ka-graduate. Maraming mga estudyante na rin akong natulungan na makapasok na mag-OJT. May mga ibang kaklase na rin ako na naipasok na makapagtrabaho nun sa ibang bansa at mga ibang BIT. Para sa akin, kung mayroon laging may nagtatanong kung bakit ko ginagawa pumunta sa Baler para gawin to, para sa akin yun yung sukli ko sa Ascot, sa pag-develop sa akin. Yun yung sukli ko dun sa mga naghubog sa akin dito sa Ascot. Bukod kay Sir Tony, malaki rin ang naging impact sa akin ni Doc Oscar Vallejo at Sir Sir Irby Rivera, sa balyo ng pakikinig sa klase. Natatandaan ko pa noon si Doc Vallejo. Dahil 60 kayo sa klase, magtatanong siya sa isa, kung hindi ka nakikinig, itatanong niya dun sa isa kung ano yung tinanong niya sa isa. Yun yung way na kung saan para malaman niya na hindi ka lang dun sa isa nakikinig, pati dun sa isang estudyante pa, hanggang dun sa kalahatan at sa kabuuan ng klase. Very tricky yung part na yon, pero kung iisipin mo, ano ba yung purpose nun? So, yun yung nagawa sa akin ni Ascot, yun yung na-develop sa akin ni Ascot. Malaki din ang naitulong sa akin ng paglugo bilang estudyante nila Ma'am Ampi, nila Ma'am Jocelyn, sila Sir Sante, Ma'am Ana, Ma'am Rally, Ma'am Cleo, sila Ma'am Lim, sila Ma'am De La Cruz, Sir Joseph, si Sir Gerardo Rilon, sila Sir Godfrey, Engineer Buser, Engineer Paladio. Sila yung magiging instrumento kung paano ako na-develop at naging successful. Isipin nyo na lang kung hindi ko sila natatandaan at yung iba pang mga guro na tumulong sa akin, ibig sabihin, wala akong natutunan sa kanila. Malaki yung naging impact nila sa akin. Hindi ko sinasabi na, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na matalino ako, pero masipag ako. Masipag ako in a way na kung ano yung pwede kong matutunan. Hindi rin mataas ang memory ko, pero pinipilit ko. Sa bawat salita ng guro na binibitawan nila, kung hindi mo intindihin, kung hindi ka naikinig, hindi mo matututunan. Meaning, natatandaan ko sila, natatandaan ko yung ibang mga guro, malaki yung parte na naituro nila sa akin. Nagpapasalamat ako sa buong BIT Department, faculty staff din, sa pag-invite sa akin sa mga iba pang activities. Yun isang parte din ng pag-develop pa ng pwede kong maitulong. Nagpapasalamat din ako kay Doc Eusebio Angara, kay Ma'am Cristina Cañada at Brad Charles sa pag-invite sa akin last year sa Research Innovation sa colloquium for Ascon student last year. Another ano na naman yun para sa career ko. even though it's non-related doon sa trabaho ko, pero yung expertise and yung knowledge ko is na i-share ko. Yun yung gusto ko rin na gawin ng lahat ng gagraduates. Kung saan man kayong mapunta, after ninyong mapili kung anong industry kayo or kung saan kayo kung ano yung magiging expertise niyo. Huwag niyong kalimutan na bumalik sa ASCOT. Marami akong nakikita na yung iba nasa Manila na, tapos dito sa Baler nagsaserve. Yun isang malaking para sa akin na hinahangaan ko sila kasi nandito sila para suklian kung ano man yung naibigay ng eskwelahan sa kanila. And yun, lastly, nagpapasalamat din ako kila Doc R.B. Gallego and Sir Mark Anthony Doctora and Sir Tony sa pag-invite sa akin para maging guest speaker. Bibigyan ko lang kayo ng maliit na kwento tungkol sa work experience ko. 2003 ako gumraduate. Pagka-graduate ko ng 2003, nag-OJT ako 2002. Natapos ko agad ng mga January 2003 OJT ko. Ang ginawa ko, naghanap agad ako ng trabaho. Bumalik ako. Nagtrabaho ko sa isang 7-Eleven store. Nagtrabaho ko sa 7-Eleven store, sa Tropical Hut, Dunkin Donut, bago pa ako makapag-aral sa ASCOT. So after ko matapos OJT ko, punta agad ako sa 7-Eleven. Sabi ko, pwede ba uli ako mag-apply dyan? Kasi April pa yung graduation namin. So nag-apply ako, natanggap ako, pumasok ako, nagtatrabaho. Nung April na graduation na yun, 2 days lang ako nag-leave sa store. Sabi ko, gagraduate lang ako, akit lang ako ng stage, babalik din agad ako. Pagka-graduate ko, pagka-leave ko, pagkatapos ng graduation, balik agad ako. Hindi ko nga matandaan kung may nag-picture ba sa akin sa stage or kung may kopya ba ako ng picture. Nakita ko na lang ng isang beses na may post yung kaklase ko na parang naka-group picture kami, which is, sabi ko, umakyat din pala ako ng stage. Ang reason kung bakit ko sinasabi yun is, you cherish this moment. Pinaghirapan nyo to, pinaghirapan ng mga magulang ninyo, enjoyin nyo to. Nung time na yon hindi ko siya na-enjoy. Maybe baka etong time na to ngayon yung mas na-enjoy ko. Sa inyo, mga graduates, ito yung magiging part ng buhay ninyo na kung saan ipagmamalaki ninyo na nakatapos kayo at may maipapakita rin kayo sa pamilya ninyo pag nagkapamilya na kayo na naging successful kayo na makatapos ng pag-aaral. So yun, after ng graduation, sibat agad ako, balik ako sa 7-Eleven. Pagbalik ko tinapos ko lang yung kontra ko ng 7-Eleven ng July. Nag-apply ako ng trabaho ng August. September 2003, that year, nakapasok na ako sa manufacturing industry. For 3 years, nasa manufacturing industries ako. Sa lahat ng kumpanya na pinapasukan ko, pag may free time ako, ang ginagawa ko, mag-aral, magbasa. Ang hindi AutoCAD ang linya ko dati, hindi ako sa design. Pero pag may bakanting oras ako, nag-spend ako ng oras talaga para mag-aral. From one company to another, sa loob ng 3 years, sa bawat company na pinapasukan ko, meron akong 3 software or 3 application na natututunan. Hanggang sa ginamit ko siya sa paglipat ko sa Manila. Nung nandun ako sa Cavite, halos 30 minutes lang yung biyahe ko papasok ng trabaho. Pinili kong lumipat sa Manila kasi alam ko na hinog na ako. Alam ko na kaya ko na makipagsabayan. Paglipat ko ng Manila, yun nga, dahil hinug na hinug ako, sa loob lang ng 2 years, 3 beses o 4 na beses akong na-promote. Nabigla ako, pero yun yung sa palagay ko na deserving ako kasi nagamit ko lahat ng natutunan ko para maging magaling. Gradually, dahil nung time na yun lumalawak na yung responsibility ko, hindi ko napapansin na tumataas na yung position ko. Medyo mas marami nang mas angat sa'yo, doon ako nag-isip na mag-aral ng masters sa TUP Manila. Nag-aral ako for 2 years. Unfortunately, nandun na ako sa project development dahil sobrang busy na talaga ng schedule. Ginawa na akong, hinati na kasi yung office nun sa 2 shift, meron ng 10 p.m. So, hindi ko na kinaya hanggang sa hininto ko. Pero, nung pag-aaral ko na yon, hindi lang ako nakapag-develop ng studies. Ibinahagi ko yon sa mga estudyante din dito sa ASCOT, sa BIT. Nakapag-create ako ng network. Naging barkada ko nun yung dating BSP director. Naging barkada ko ang TUP Taguig director, si Dr. Calamyong. Yung mga ibang director, mga taga-BSP na naging kaklase ko. Yung knowledge, yung learning, kasama ng network na makukuha ninyo, aside from dun sa learning na yon, i-try nyo din na magdagdag pa ng knowledge. Kinukwento ko siya kasi hindi, iniisip ko noon kung ano ba yung maitutulong sa akin noon aside from kung bakit ko siya kinuha. Kinuha ko lang kasi sa kadahilanan noon na kailangan kong magkaroon ng management exposure kasi humahawak na ako ng tao. Hindi ko alam na marami pa palang maibibigay or maidudulot sa akin yon. So, after nung company na yon, dahil nakita ko na meron pa palang mas malaking company akong mapapasukan, may in-applyan uli ako na isang company na nasa mining industry uli. Doon na ako tumagal ngayon. Doon sa dati kong company, 4 years. Ngayon, dito na ako tumagal for almost 12 years. I started as a drops person, pero dahil alam nila na may supervisor experience ako, pinahawak nila ako ng mga projects, pero ang salary ko, mababa lang. Hindi ako nag-complain kasi alam ko na maraming dapat patunayan. It took me 5 years bago uli ma-promote dahil ang daming nasa taas. Ginamit ko yung 5 years na yon para mag-aral, humanap ng pattern, kung paano ako aangat. Nagkaroon ako ng opportunity after 5 years na mag-lead ng projects ng isang area lang. Tapos nung naging successful sila, so bukod dun sa pag-lead na yon, binigyan din ako ng mga expertise na areas like conveyors. So kung sa mining and everything, isa yun sa pinakamahirap na dinidesign namin, pinakakomplikado, pinakamaraming engineering requirements and technical aspects. So, nung time na yon, pinilit ko talaga na magbasa ng magbasa. Halos ang Australian standard, ganito kakapal na libro, na kailangan mong sauluhin, na kapag tinanong ka kung ano, or sa unang ginagawa mo pa lang sa design, alam mo na kung anong number siya, anong page siya. So, sinasabi ko sa inyo na yung karamihan sa pinagdadaanan ko, ginagamit ko yung instrument ko sa success is reading. Pagdadagdag ng additional na kaalaman at kasabay nun yung yung pagbabasa at pagbabasa. So, yun nga, after ilang years, nabigyan ako ng pagkakataon, naging expert ako sa isang parte na kung saan wala na silang ibang tinatawag sa opisina kung hindi ako, kasi ako lang yung nakakaalam nun. Hanggang sa pinromote nila ako na project lead, mas lumawak lalo yung responsibility ko. Dati, mga 5 or 10 person lang hinahawakan ko ng mga engineers. Ngayon, nasa mahigit 25 to 30 engineers yung hawak ko. Sumasagot ako ng technical aspect, saka ginagawa ko yung responsibility ko sa management side na makapag-produce ng output. Kung iisipin ninyo, at naisip ko din noon na ang layo na din talaga nung narating ko. Kahit yung mga office mate ko, nung na-awardan ako ng Employee of the Year, sabi nila, it's high time na talaga na makatanggap ka ng award na yon. Hindi ako nag-request ng kahit ano, hindi ako lumalapit sa boss ko na kailan ba ako magkakaroon, kailan mo ba ako ipopromote. Talagang pure hard work lang yung ginawa ko. Dinevelop ko yung sarili ko na kapag tinawag nila ako at dumating yung time na ako na yung popwesto doon, ready ako. So, ganun nga yung nangyari. Nung ako na yung na-promote at naging isa sa mga supervisor na ng opisina, ready ako kasi naging madali sa akin yung proseso. Naging madali sa akin yung pagtuturo, pagme-mentor. Naging madali yung pag-delegate ng task. Even sumagot ng mga technical queries. Ang communication pa nga namin, English sa Australia. So, mas nagkaroon ako ng exposure ng communication sa mga engineering aspect sa Australia. So, lumawak siya, nag-grow ako, pero kung iisipin nun, hindi ko alam na makakarating ako sa ganitong posisyon. Hindi ko alam na maaabot ko yun. Ang sinasuggest ko lang sa mga graduates, meron akong pattern or parang dinevelop noon na mga techniques para sa sarili ko. Kasi ang sabi ko noon, bakit hindi ako napopromote? Anong kulang sa akin? Anong problema? Anong meron siya na wala ako? Na parehas lang naman yung alam namin. Dumating din yung time noon na parang gusto ko na mag-resign. Pero dumadating din yung time noon na nagkakaroon ng tanggalan sa opisina. Hindi naman nila ako tinatanggal. Sabi ko, ano bang plano nyo sa akin? Ayaw nyo ako i-promote, pero hindi nyo naman ako tinatanggal. So, napagtanto ko na meron palang mas bigger na mangyayari. Hanggang sa na-promote ako ng project lead, naging kilala ako sa Perth, sa Australia. Naging matunog yung pangalan ko na isa ako sa pinakamagaling na supervisor. Naging takbuhan ako ng lahat. Meron kaming tinatawag doon na go-to guy. So, even yung operation manager namin, from time to time, chine-check niya ako kung kamusta ako, kamusta yung project ko. Ang isa pang maipagmamalaki ko noon, lahat ng mga nasa team ko napopromote. Ibig sabihin, napopromote sila nang wala akong sinasabi sa boss ko na ipromote nyo naman yan. Ibig sabihin nun, napopromote sila na dahil na-develop ko sila ng maayos, dahil naging successful sila, kung paano din ako dinevelop ngayon ng eskwelahan na to. Ang message ko lang sa mga graduates, i-grab nyo yung any opportunities na meron. Kahit hindi nyo alam yung gagawin ninyo, sunggaban nyo muna, kunin ninyo, saka nyo pag-aralan kung paano. Napakahirap kumuha ng opportunity, napakahirap ibigay yan. Gamitin nyo yung pagkakataon na yon na kapag nagkaroon kayo ng opportunity sa kahit anong bagay, basta alam nyo kung paano gagawin, pero wala kayong kahit wala kayong knowledge doon, basta may information lang kayo kung paano siya, i-grab nyo tapos pag-aralan ninyo. Pangalawa is yung control. Yung control, kayo yung nagko-control kung paano nyo gagawin yung mga bagay-bagay sa sarili ninyo. Kung gusto nyo bang maging gumising ng maaga, kung gusto nyo bang matuto, kung gusto nyo bang pag nakapasok kayo ng trabaho, patamad-tamad lang, or gusto nyo lang isigaw laki. Kung meron kayong control sa sarili, mas magiging madali yung lahat ng bagay para sa inyo kapag nagtatrabaho na kayo. Kaya ninyong gawing smooth yung lahat ng mga ginagawa ninyo sa trabaho. May mga bagay no na sinasabi ko na hindi ko kayang kontrolin. Ano ba yung kailangan kong gawin para makontrol ko siya? Hindi ko kaya kung makontrol na ma-promote ako, pero kaya kong mag-aral, magdagdag ng information, galingan sa trabaho, para yung part na yon magawa ko at makontrol ko. Pangatlo yung pattern. Out of all of chaos na nangyayari sa ginagawa ninyo, sa nangyayari sa buhay ninyo, makakita kayo ng pattern. Yung pattern na yun yung magsisilbing way para i-reorganize yung sarili ninyo. Para lang yan ng iisa lang yung dinadaan mo araw-araw, pero nakahanap ka ng paraan na baka mas maganda yung oras na ganito, baka mas maganda kung nakamotor ako, baka mas maganda kung naka-commute ako. Sa trabaho, ginagamit ko rin yung pattern. Dahil sa dami ng information na pumapasok sa akin, dahil sa dami ng kailangan kong gawin, nagiging unorganized ako. So, yung pattern ng kung saan, kung alin yung kaguluhan na yun hanggang sa makita ko na tuwing kailan dumarating yung information, anong oras dumarating, kanino nang gagaling, inire-rearrange ko siya into pattern para magamit ko siya na magamit ko in an effective way. So, yun. Huwag niyong kakalimutan, graduates, opportunities, kapag ka meron, i-grab nyo. Learning, yung dagdag knowledge. Magdagdag lang kayo araw-araw ng knowledge. Control, sa kayong pattern. Malaki yung maitutulong niyan sa inyo. Alam niyo ba na pumapasok ko sa opisina 5:30 ng umaga? Pero ang trabaho namin si 7 a.m. pa. Pumapasok ko ng maaga kasi gusto ko magkaroon ng disiplina sa sarili na makontrol ko lahat ng gusto kong gawin sa umaga bago pa magdatingan yung mga team members ko. During dun sa span ng 5:30 hanggang 7 a.m., nakakakain ako ng breakfast, nakakapagbasa ako ng 15 to 30 minutes na kahit anong gusto kong matutunan. naiayos ko na yung lamesa ko ng malinis bago ako mag-upisa. And then pagtungtong ng 7 a.m., nag-start na ako mag-work. Alam yun sa opisina ng lahat na maaga akong pumapasok. Alam nila na yun yung routine ko. Alam nila na kung paano ko ginagawa yun, yun yung tumutulong sa akin para maging organized ako. Kapag nagtatrabaho na kayo, sisiguraduhin ninyo na maging disiplinado kayo. Siguraduhin ninyo na magdadagdag kaalaman kayo at matuto kayong makinig. Lastly, ang suggestion ko lang dun sa mga graduates, kung dahil sa mga company sa Manila, meron lang tinatawag na 6 months probationary. Yung first 2 months ninyo, gamitin nyo as makapag-grab ng lahat ng information, learning. Yung first 4 months ninyo, dapat magaling na kayo, expert na kayo. Reason behind that is, every 2 months, merong evaluation, 4 months. 5 months, doon na malalaman kung mara-absorb kayo or mare-regular kayo. Ito yung lagi kong tinuturo doon sa mga lahat ng na-mentoran ko para magsikap sila, para maging aggressive sila. Hindi ka man ma-regular after 5 months, hindi ikaw ang talo, sila yung talo. Kasi nakuha mo na lahat ng information, nakuha mo na lahat ng learning na dapat mong makuha na pag nag-apply ka sa iba ay magagamit mo. So, gamitin nyo yun as technique pag nag-apply na kayo ng trabaho. So, yun. Congrats sa inyo. Sana galingan ninyo. Huwag niyong kalimutan din na bumalik sa ASCOT. Once again, I would like to say my gratitude to the ASCOT family for having me here. Congratulations sa mga students and sa mga parents. I'm so proud of you. Your parents are proud of you. ASCOT family are so proud of you. Maraming salamat po.
Once again, on behalf of the whole ASCOT community, we would like to thank our guest of honor and commencement speaker. Maraming salamat po as a lead mechanical designer. Your wealth of knowledge and experience in the field was evident in your presentation, and your passion for the subject matter was infectious. We would like to call you and to receive a special plaque of recognition as our guest of honor who has shown exemplary performance and contribution to the ASCOT community. We would like to invite Mr. Reagan Rivera Libet to come forward to receive the plaque of recognition. Allow us to read the content of the plaque, and also our key college officials, please join our keynote speaker. Republic of the Philippines, Aurora State College of Technology, Baler, Aurora. This plaque of recognition is hereby awarded to Reagan Rivera Libed, lead mechanical designer, Lycopodium Pty Ltd, Manila, Philippines, for sharing his invaluable expertise and words of wisdom as guest of honor and speaker on the occasion of the 35th commencement exercises of the Aurora State College of Technology, with the theme, ASCOT graduates illuminating the path of perplexity, navigating global challenges, and traversing the road to success. And in grateful recognition of his commitment and dedication by sharing his meaningful ideas, which will serve as guiding principles for the graduating class of first semester academic year 2022-2023. Awarded this third day of April 2023 at the Aurora
Alanes Joanna Camille B. from Reserva Baler, Aurora.
Poblacion Zone 2, Dinalungan, Aurora. Delcy Joy G of Barangay 4, Maria Aurora, Aurora. Certificate in Professional Education or CPE, Soberano Jennifer Q. of Mijares, Dipapulaw, Aurora.
Sanchez John Paul L. from Ramada Maria Aurora, Aurora.
Pelerio Marisa M. of Dibulok, Dinapigen, Isabela.
Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Bihasa Jerome Patrick P. from Barangay 5, Baler, Aurora.
Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Tangson Richard Ryan G. of Buhangan, Baler, Aurora.
Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, major in Construction Engineering and Management. Ranillo Jomariti from Barangay Nonong Senior, San Luis, Aurora.
Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Bihasa Sidney Claire F. of Reserva, Baler, Aurora.
Borreo Francis Guidosi from Real, San Luis, Aurora.
Katipon Melissa Grace R. of Calabuanan, Baler, Aurora.
Dulay Lawrence C. from Barangay Reserva, Baler, Aurora.
Esteves Jeff Mike C. of Luwal, Kasiguran, Aurora.
Bachelor of Science in Forestry. Calderon Maricel L. from Ditale, Tipaculaw, Aurora.
Milan Samuel M. Zabali, Baler, Aurora.
Sabes Bernard M. Poblacion Zone 1, Dinalungan, Aurora.
Bachelor in Industrial Technology, major in Automotive Engineering Technology. Cabreros Rochella Ana of Ipil, Dipaculaw, Aurora.
Flores Jonas V. Ibaraybay, Dinalungan, Aurora.
Mulos Zach M. of Zabali, Baler, Aurora.
Villanueva Darius A. of Luan, Kasiguran, Aurora.
Bachelor in Industrial Technology, major in Electrical Engineering Technology. Major in Electrical Technology. Cuyos Robert M. of Buhani,
major in electrical engineering technology. Alayay Raymar E. from Ditailen, Maria Aurora.
Avendaño Emerson C. of Santo Tomas, Maria Aurora, Aurora.
Fajardo Jomar R. from Tonong, San Luis, Aurora.
Oray Ronowel A. of Jagyan, Dilasag, Aurora.
Taksay Edward O. from Poblacion Zone 1, Pinalungan, Aurora.
Diploma in Forest Technology. Bambalan JVM of Bayabas, Dipakulaw, Aurora.
Associate in Computer Technology. Barcenas Julius F. from Barangay Ramada, Maria Aurora, Aurora.
Bautista Randolph G. of Calabuanan, Baler, Aurora. Chavez Jasmine O. of Nipoo, Dinalungan, Aurora.
Marquez Mary Joy B. from Dicapinisan, San Luis, Aurora.
Nasino Austin John Angelo D. of Barangay 2, Maria Aurora, Aurora.
Barrio Neil Daniel F. from Barangay Suklayin, Baler, Aurora.
Paat Eugene C. of San Jose, Maria Aurora, Aurora.
Associate Tesorero Andrew J. White from Barangay Tabas, Kasiguran, Aurora.
Associate in Electrical Engineering Technician Course. Dueñas Joshua A. of Reserva, Baler, Aurora.
Felix Dexter V. of Barangay Calabuanan, Baler, Aurora.
Marcos Mark Kelvin G. of the Baraybay, Dinalungan, Aurora.
Noriel Brian B. from Barangay Pingit, Baler, Aurora.
And lastly, but definitely not the least, Bongkato Rowena B. of Obligacion, Baler, Aurora. Congratulations to the ASCOT class of 2023. A big round of applause to all of our graduates. At this time, may we request everyone to stand for the pledge of loyalty to our alma mater. I'd like to call the president of the graduating class, first semester academic year 2022-2023, Richard Ryan G. Tangson.
Itaas ang ating kanang kamay at sumunod sa akin. Mataos akong nanunumpa bilang isang nakapagtapos sa Aurora State College of Technology na buong husay kong lilinangin ang karunungang nakamit sa aming kolehiyo na ang patnubay ay kalinangan sa makapilipinong gawain. Isa sa buhay ang mga bagay na makapagpapataas sa antas ng aking dignidad. Bilang isang tao, may malayang kaisipan, ipagbubuni ang katotohanan, at magiging ganap ang pagkilala sa katarungan ng batas. Kung saan ang aking buhay ay taos-pusong iaalay sa Diyos, sa bayan, at sa sangkatauhan. Kaya tulungan nawa ako ng Diyos.
To the family and supporters of our graduates, you may now take your seats. As we close this ceremony, we would like to remind our graduates that they are now part of the ASCOT Alumni Association. To formally induct our graduates, we invite the association's president to lead the induction ceremony. Please welcome Honorable Claret S. Valenzuela, ASCOT Alumni Association President.
Mangyari tumayo po ang mga graduates. Taas po muli nating ating ganang kamay at sumunod sa aking sasabihin. Pakibanggit po yung pangalan niyo po. Ako si nagtapos sa Aurora State College of Technology. Ay buong pusong nanunumpa na matapat kong tutuparin ang aking mga tungkulin at pananagutan. Bilang kasapi ng asosasyon na mga nagtapos sa ASCOT upang pangalagaan at ipagtanggol ang Constitution, isulong at ipagmalaki ang pangalan at mga mithiin ng paaralang pinagtapusan upang maging makatarungan sa bawat tao at nangangakong maglilingkod sa aking bansa. Kaya tulungan nawa ako ng Diyos. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Claret. So before we officially end the ceremony, let us all sing the graduation song and ascot hymn as a final tribute to our beloved institution.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Why'd you have to leave so soon, yeah? Why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you without feeling much worse. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on. Give me all the strength I need to carry on. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. How do I breathe without you? I'm feeling so cold. I'll be waiting right here for you till the day you're home. Carry on. Give me all the strength I need to carry on. So let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. When I see you again, see you again. When I see you again.
Thank you very much to the graduates of this year. So we would like all of us to sing the ascot hymn.
State College of Technology, sa lalawigan ng Aurora, pag-asa ka ng kabataan, kaganapan ng bayan, ang tapat mong pitaya, sa puso ko'y nakaugat na, ikaw nawa'y patnubayan ng poong may kapal, ang dakila mong karunungan ay dakilang karangalan, binusilak na layuning tapat, sa lahit sa bayan mo'y pinapanday ang pag-unlad. Aurora State College of Technology, ika'y laging idadalangin, bandila mo'y iwawagayway, pagkat ikaw ang gabay sa pagsulong ng aming bayan, pangalan mo'y aming dangal. Mabuhay ka, Ascot, ika'y aming minamahal.
Finally, we request everyone to stand and give a round of applause to our graduates and to our esteemed guests. We now invite the color guard to lead the exit of colors. Thank you, Ascot NSTB ROTC.
This concludes the Aurora State College of Technology 35th Commencement Exercises, first semester academic year 2022-2023. We are proud of all what you have accomplished, and we look forward to seeing the impact that you will make in this world.
To the parents, family members, and loved ones, thank you for your unwavering support and guidance. Your presence here today is a testament to your commitment to your graduates' success.
And we would like to remind our graduates that it is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter of your lives. We urge you to continue to pursue your passions and dreams and to make a positive impact in the world.
We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you to everyone who made this graduation ceremony a success. Have a great day. We have been your hosts. My name is Diana de Mesa Amazona.
And I am Patrick Sotero.
Thank you and have a great day. God bless you, Padayon.
Congratulations again.
We would like to announce that all of your souvenir pictures are now available. You may get them at the right side of Ascot Gymnasium. Kaway-kaway sa ating mga suppliers. Great job. Congratulations. Thank you so much to ICTU, Information and Communication Technology Unit, for our coverage, live coverage for today's gathering. You may re-watch the video over their Facebook page, Ascot ICTU, or Information and Communication Communications Technology Unit. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. May we request all the faculty and staff to have our group picture taken. Group picture po ang faculty and staff here on stage. So also to our graduates, you may have your picture taken sa ating photo wall and also here on stage.